Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Seminoles offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. To the air, it's Jackson. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. But there, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense move. Now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stop the ball at the 44.
Well, they've had an defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Young.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I'm going to have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And he drops back in the gun. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Oh, it's a reverse. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. They'll give it to the back. You see him able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense will. Scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Dropping back, it's Jackson. Caught quickly. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. And the Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State was on top. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient, playing smart with the position, and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop like that.
Quick completion to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On the run here. Lets it go. And the pass is incomplete. Wideouts. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Seminoles will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll hand it off. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you... But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And the return will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt